I don't know, 219, 220, something like that. We've lost Carolyn for now. Yep. Maybe. Christmas.
Right. So, crash landed back into Toronto with my newly renovated apartment. Things were going swimmingly well for a month or two. And then world pandemic. Yeah, I mean, like it's been good for the most part. I work from home anyway, so this is social distancing is something I do anyway. But yeah, it's an interesting time to be alive. Let me see that. I think probably the most notable shift that I've seen so far is the fucking rise in toilet paper sales.
Yeah.
So the doctor says, I have bad news. You've been infected with COVID-19, and the patient says, well, that's impossible. I have over 300 rolls of toilet paper.
I think it was more of like a group
social
kind of thing.
I'm glad you're
committee
wherever you are. I feel like I have, but I want to make sure it's the Samuel Smith that I think it is. I get confused by names sometimes. Let me just do a quick check on something here. If it's the same Samuel Smith that I know, that what they do aside from make beer is they own pubs.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I'm just checking to see that it's the right pubs. No, those are all in Leeds. Oh yeah. No, this is the same Samuel Smith. Yeah, so there's a Samuel. I frequent regularly. The Princess Louise in High Holborn. That's a very good one. Samuel Smith's pubs are very, very nice. They do a great job. Like I prefer them as a real estate company in some ways to as beer company, but man, I mean they have some very, very, very sweet sort of classic London pubs. And evidently, and I didn't know this, they have them in Leeds and North Yorkshire as well.
Mm. Mm.
Most of the Samuel Smith pubs are traditional in their layout and decoration. They have multiple rooms, most have a lounge and a tap room. Most Samuel Smith pubs have frosted windows for privacy, many decorated with stained glass. Their interiors are often characterized with having either brown or beige walls or elaborate wallpaper. The one now there's the Princess Louise in High Holborn. Is that for sure the one that I'm thinking it is? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh no, I thought they had a different one in High Holborn as well. Or maybe that's not High Holborn. Maybe that's a little further along. But yeah, no. If their pubs are fantastic. So the fact that you're drinking their beer, look, as I say, as a brewery, they're good. As as a real estate enterprise, they're fantastic. They're like a really, really high-end Witherspoons in some respects, you know. I mean, they're better than Witherspoons. Like, it's so much better. But you know, they're about maintaining the pub culture of England.
Okay.
Nice.
No.
You'll note cool but not cold, which is proper for an English beer. I don't know quite how it works, but every time I go for pints in London, I notice that I'll be drinking 3.5, maybe 3.5 through to 5% beers, and they'll put me sitting down much quicker than if I were knocking back a 5% lager in North America. And I think
really?
part of it is that when it's the right temperature, the body absorbs the beverage a little more readily than if it's freezing cold.
Wow.
But I would take it that meat is not a main component of beer.
Generally not. I have encountered bacon beers before. It's not it's not unheard of to put bacon in beer. It's probably a mistake, but
Probably. Now I guess I can never pronounce this. lactobacillus, the souring.
The lactobacillus.
That would not be considered to be vegan, would it?
Oh, that's an interesting point. Well, yeah, but yeast generally, I think I would have to. I would have to ask
because they derive it from
my friend Tony from South Africa, because he's the only vegan that I get along with properly. But I guess where I'm going with this is vegans. It depends on the vegan. Some people are vegan because they have crazy health issues. Some people are vegan because they're Nazi ideologues, and some people are vegan because they care about animals. And the ones that care about animals, generally, their dividing line is: does it have a complex nervous system? Am I hurting something here? And I kind of feel like lactobacillus probably doesn't have much of a nervous system.
Right. I'm enjoying this.
This helps me reduce my nervous system a great deal. Depends to lead
so what are you guys thinking of this?
No, I like stouts. I'm okay with stouts. This is nice. It took me a little bit to get into it. Not quite sure why, but it did, and now I'm appreciating it. It doesn't have the edge that I find a lot of beers do on the finish for me. I don't really know what that is. And I mean, it's for me, it's been very interesting basically coming into this world really late. Right? So I've basically been kind of learning beer and training my palate to sound all weird. But that's
it's an important thing to learn beer. I think we're all students of that subject.
Yeah. So I like that this doesn't have that. See, I can't even describe it properly because I don't know how you would describe it, but there's a lot of beers where I'm not really a huge fan of the finish. It's got this kind of sharp, not even astringent, but kind of going there. I don't know if you guys are getting the sense of what
I'm starting to understand why you don't like IPAs. I mean, I pursue that at times, but I mean, that's a fair point. That is a characteristic, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so you're saying this isn't like that. This is much smoother.
Not even close. It's very smooth. This is the kind of thing that you could probably push at somebody who doesn't drink beers, and they would be okay with this one because it's nice and smooth from start to finish. So I'm liking that. And hey, chocolate. Who's gonna argue with fucking chocolate?
Did you ever have? Have we done Swan's chocolate raspberry?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think we steer away from Swans because, of course, for Shane, it's probably damn near impossible to get his hands on
it. Just because, so I'm thinking about this. You like chocolate beers and you like your fruit beers. A chocolate fruit beer might be right up your alley, but
hey, I'd be totally down with trying that one out. We'll have to see if we can make that work.
Yeah. So for me, I'm actually really enjoying this. Like Dave said, it is soft on the palate. I do notice that it doesn't have this hitchy in the face kind of flavor. I do like hitchy in the face flavor kind of beers. This one doesn't have that, but it's still nice. I'm really liking it. The chocolate flavor, it tastes like chocolate, but it also doesn't. It's almost like a chocolate liqueur that's been added to this, like a creme de like that, as opposed to some sort of regular chocolate flavoring. I don't know if I can put my finger on it exactly. It tastes like chocolate. I don't know because the label says that it's chocolate, so my brain's telling me it tastes like chocolate, or if it just tastes like something else. I don't know.
Well, here's a little something for you, Alan.
Out of curiosity, is there an ingredients list?
Actually,
there is, but on the front it says malt beverage with natural flavor added.
With natural flavor added. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it? Yeah. Okay. So basically it has chocolate extract in it, is what they're saying. So, and that's what yeah. So I'm liking it, though. It's good beer. What do you think, Shane?
Oh,
Oh.
tough crowd. Tough crowd. Oof.
It is that. It is that.
Absolutely.
All right. Is it score time?
All right.
All right.
Do, 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 do. Okay, where am I going to put this? All right, you guys got yours? You have your number? Alan, you got your number?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm going 8.
8. Wow.
That's high for Dave.
I've given 8s.
You've given them sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's fair, though. I haven't done it very often.
I'm going to give this one a 6.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like it. I don't like if I had this and say a Young's Chocolate Stout or a Phillips Longboat, I would go for either of those before I'd go for this again. It's not bad beer. Those other ones are better.
Describe better. Better how?
Better. When I buy a beer that says it tastes like chocolate, I want it to taste like chocolate. This tastes like chocolate, but I'm not sure it's because my brain is telling me that it tastes like chocolate because the label says that, or if it actually tastes like chocolate. Whereas the other two beers, I know they taste like chocolate.
Okay. Jane?
I am going to firmly give this a 7.
All right.
This beer gets a 7 for me. Because, I don't know. It's good. It's good, but I want more creaminess. I want it to really feel like melting chocolate as it goes down. But again, it's 11 degrees, so it's probably quite possible. I think overall, this beer would be, I'd recommend it to somebody who likes chocolate beer. You guys think?
Oh, I totally would. Yeah.
Okay. Alan, what do you think? Or sorry, Locke, what do you think? Now, you haven't had the beer, but what's the beer
What do
you're
I
drinking
think?
this evening?
Yeah, right. So in case the audience is confused, I found out that all of this was going on sort of late in the game, and so what I'm drinking tonight is Robinson's Trooper. But you know what I think of well, of Samuel Smith beers generally is what I generally think of is architecture and real estate.
Right.
Well, you know,
All right.
we did Trooper on the show when, like 2 years ago?
Oh, a couple of years ago.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Is there anything new in the Trooper line? Have they made any different beers?
Oh
is it
yeah,
just
oh yeah. Have we ever? I'm not drinking this right now. This is that I'm showing you.
Trooper,
But,
it was too blurry. It looked like Trooper fried chicken beer.
yeah, Trooper. Yeah, as you can see, it's
Oh,
the label is kind of red and black and tan, which is to say that it's like
wow, that's a new
what
one.
it is.
I haven't seen
What
that.
it is Robinson's Trooper done as a stout.
Nice.
It's got that same sort of hoppy ESB type of complexity, but done as a stout. Which is to say, the Trooper, I think it calls itself, what does it call itself? It just calls it a premium British beer. But I think what they really mean by that is it's ESB-ish.
Right.
It's a heavy hitter for an ESB, perhaps, but yeah, it's a bitter, and it's got this sort of I think what a good ESB or a good British ale generally should have is a kind of an arc, a kind of a smoothness between the malt and the hops, where it's neither one is taking the foreground. They're creating something that's sort of detailed. You know what I mean? There's something. It's sure it might be quaffable, but it's sippable as well, right? There are a lot of beers like. The problem I have with lagers generally is they're meant to be quaffable, but very rarely you find one that's sippable. You gargle them down, don't you?
Yeah.
It's true. You're absolutely right. You chug them.
Yeah.
The only
Which
one
is fine, but that was hilarious when I was 25,
right.
35.
The only lager that I have had in recent memory that is sippable, I would say, is from Moody Ales, their Vienna lager.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, like I can see the Austrians. So the most interesting run into was a Swiss dark lager, and I can't remember its name right now. But insofar as Austria is sort of a little bit towards the well, I mean, it sort of depends which Austria. I'm assuming this would be sort of more. Did you say it was Viennese?
Yeah.
I
introduced me to it at the Drake Eatery, and then later we did this on the show. But I don't think you were there for that episode. But
I very likely wasn't. Well, normal absentee ways these days.
Yeah. All right. So I guess
so anyway, so you're all reasonably happy with this beer.
Reasonably happy, but I really want to try that Trooper. Was it Dark and Tan? Is that what it's called?
Black and Tan.
Black and Tan. Okay.
Or no, not Black and Tan. Black and Red. Red and Black. That's what it is. Red and Black.
Well, we should try that one in the next little while too.
It's a porter, not a stout.
Sure.
All right. Well, on that note, it is very late where Locke is, so we're going to call it because we've been talking for longer than I thought we would. But Locke, thank you for showing up. If you're around next
My
week or the
pleasure.
week after, whenever it is, I know this whole virus thing is causing us all kinds
Well,
of weird.
now, I mean, look, now that we're all like distancing, it's fuck, it's good to get some chatter in, you know.
Exactly.
Actually, it kind of is.
You know, actually, it's been one of those things where I do watch the live stream news at the very beginning of the day, and that sets me in the mood of I'm not leaving the house. Apparently, we're all gonna die. Zombies are wandering in the streets, and but then my
And the
brain goes
Iranians and the Russians are trying to destroy North American oil.
exactly.
Hey,
So yeah.
while
No,
you guys are sitting safely in your houses, I'm going to Groening, which is the hospital, and trying to do my job while not hyperventilate. So,
I mean, that is true. I mean, there's definitely going to be a few things like that out there where you have to.
I'm a little
and
surprised.
I'm
sent you
paranoid.
home, Alan,
This is
to
what
work from
this is
home.
what I do. If I have to go to the bathroom during my work day, I go up to the bathroom door. I do hand sanitizer, not just on my hands, but like on my wrists and forearms. Okay. Then I kick open the door. I kick the door closed. I grab a paper towel. I lock it. Then I put the paper towel down, do what I need to do, pick up the paper towel again, turn on the faucet to the tap, use the paper towel to dispense the soap, scrub my hands vigorously, do my wrists and forearms. Then I get another paper towel, turn off the faucet, dry myself off, get another paper towel, unlock the door, open the handle, step out, discard the paper towel, and I do hand sanitizer again. It's this whole dance. It's this whole.
It's pretty heavy, but look, if it ever starts to think about this, think about how many times in your lifetime you've had a cold and you were mad at that cold. You hated having that cold. You were angry that you had it. There's no cure for the common cold. Well, let's kick its ass.
I was just thinking that, you know, if I had to go through that just to go to the can, I may as well just like get some kerosene, set myself on fire, and be done with it. I mean, you know.
Well, my
Trans
hands
going to
and
the
wrists
bathroom
feel
again.
like they get on fire.
Wow. All right. Well, on that pleasant note.
All right.
As always, Locke, again, thank you. Dave, thank you for being here. Alan, thank you for being here. Pugs, thank you for snoring in the background. And of course, as always, Alan, take us out.